Been about 2 weeks. Happy New Year, everybody. All the billionaires on the line. Happy New Year.
Professor Big.
Yes, New Year. Same me, because she been great. Nah, I'm just playing. What's going on with you guys?
It's just it's just Phoenix on the phone now, right now.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Well, Happy New Year, Phoenix.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, though, Queen.
Bet I guess we're going to just wait it out a little bit and see if we can get a couple more people on the call.
Yeah, Phoenix was Johnny on the spot today.
It's a new year. Why not? What else you doing?
Right. That's right. My boy.
Man, when it comes to them funds, man, ain't nothing funny about it.
Stay ready because you got to get ready.
I wish a lot of people in the free world would apply that same attitude you got.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, man. You can't play around with it. Not on duty. Not on duty.
Yeah. Well, they playing around on duty, man. I think they need to switch places. I think they need to switch places with you so they can get a real dose of reality.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think a nice little year for everybody would do the whole world some, like if everybody had to do a year in their life, will give them a lot of appreciation.
What?
Skip me, but everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Just
lot of
look, right?
appreciation.
This what I be trying to tell people, right? Just imagine you just getting up every day, living your life the way you want, hunky dory, doing whatever you want. 2, 3 in the morning, you could get up, go to your refrigerator, no resistance, and just at the snap of a finger, now you in shackles and chains 24 hours a day. A
Penny
motherfucker
dream.
telling you what to do. Niggas strip searching you, telling you lift your balls up, spread your ass cheeks. That's
Ooh,
gay, by the way. I don't give a fuck. You can't pay me no amount of money in the world to be a professional cock watcher. It's not any CEO nigga that's telling you that you're gay, bro. I don't care. But just I be trying to tell people. So just imagine you going from complete control of your life to you ain't got no control. You ain't got no privacy. They reading your mail. Your phone calls is monitored. Your visits is everything. Your life is under surveillance
mhm.
24/7. You got no privacy. Commissary high as a bitch. They might be on some bullshit. Won't even let you get the commissary. You locked down for somebody else bullshit. I'm telling you, man. People just don't know how good and precious their freedom is until it's gone.
That's why it don't have to be jail, but it got to be something. It's
No, it got to
always
be jail. It
something.
got to be jail. That,
Look,
that it got to be jail. That's the only way a motherfucker gonna learn. Now look, right? I done been in prison a few times, right? So every time I done been inside, I done always run across some old crybaby ass dude that was gangster on the streets, but then he get in jail and see like, oh shit. Bitch, I'm stuck here for the next 5 years. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck? Yeah. Every day, whining and crying. Live is loudest nigga on the streets. But in
mhm.
here, once reality set in, now you just some old crybaby ass nigga. Man, mom, grandma, I need you to send me $30. I ain't been able to eat nothing. Now you want grandma money. Now you want grandma elderly check every month. You know when grandma cash that bitch and everything. Grandma, I know you went to the church, cash in the day. Let me get 50 of that. Boy, you know I need this money for bingo. You know I need this money for bingo. But grandma, I ain't been eating.
Lord have mercy.
That's how it be. That's how I'm telling you. Look,
Well,
I done seen a dude, right, have a mean gambling debt. And then I heard him on the phone like, yo, grandma, I broke my TV. Can you send me 200 for another TV? I'm on terrible. You done hustle grandma out of her hard-earned money because you in here gambling and in debt.
oh my Lord.
Snow, I know you seen it, Snow. Hold on, we got a call coming in. Hold on, we got a call coming in. Hold on. Let's get right. Let's get right. Yeah, you right though. I agree with you. Everybody, most 95% of Americans need to spend a year in the box, at least 6 months. at least 6. Matter of fact, a year, but you get out in 6 months with good behavior.
Yes. If you do good, you get out. If you don't do good, you're gonna do a year.
All right, Kathy, you're welcome in to Financially Free with Professor B on this good Thursday.
Welcome, 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 and happy New Year. All is well. All is well. You are the second person on the call tonight, so we were just talking some crap until some more people got on the line, so we can get into the flow of the show. But even with that said, right? We go, we do the things. I'm just talking about the experience even I've had with people since they got out of jail. Like you can tell, like sometimes the what happens in the free world is you're always moving, so you never get a chance for your brain to stop. You're always on the next thing, on the next thing. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. So it's no relaxation. You never get a reset. A lot of times it even blocks us from our dreams because we're so busy working, 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 working. Again, that's why I said I don't know if it gotta be jail, but something
Nah,
that
it
just
gotta be jail. It gotta be.
something that just makes you get really still, something
No
that makes you just reevaluate your life, something that just make you real uncomfortable. When
jail.
I meet those, I understand, but my point is when I meet them after the jail experience, you can tell they had that type of experience because their gratitude and their appreciation is better. So a lot of times we shun it, but I ain't mad at it. I've met some people that be only got great because they went and sat down. And I think Malcolm X is the greatest example of that.
Mm.
You know what's so real? You know what's so real? Professor B, is that we
What's
have
up?
right now. They have a show out. They have a show out of family of people that's going home, and their family members got to spend the last couple of days with them to experience that life that they live in. That's incarcerated. They
That's I
actually have a
mean,
show of that right now.
I didn't even know that was a show, but I
Oh,
would
how
love
do
to
you
take a
know?
look at that and see how that experience goes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep,
man.
yep, yep.
Thank
So
you.
no matter what kind of cards we get dealt, at the end of the day, we still got to play the best hand that we possibly can. And that's why we are here learning how we can master the system, I guess beat the system and do what we got to do no matter what the system trying to do to be all that we can be. Because they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They're trying to keep us with exactly where y'all at is where they want all of us at. So the ones that's out here and the ones that's out there, I love what we're doing, figuring out how to work together because I saw something earlier too. I forgot what I was watching, but it was basically talking about how back in the day it was easier for people to boycott, well, black people to boycott because we all lived in the same neighborhoods in the first place. All the other races and all the other neighborhoods didn't want us there. So it forced us to have community. But now he made a good point. I'm from Savannah, and we're just using this for an example. It might be something going on in Atlanta. People be like, I ain't from Atlanta, so they don't get into the fight. But back in the day, if you was black, you was black. It was one band, one sound. So just no matter where you are, all of us getting on the same money alignment, on the same spiritual alignment is what we need, period, to make waves in and outside of jail.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Never got to show cause in you.
And money is the universal language. So that's what we about to learn together. Like we said on another call, candlesticks, money, that's you can go to China, you can go to Japan, you can go to Hong Kong, like wherever you want to go. If you can read them candlesticks, you can have a discussion.
You can
And
read them candlesticks you lit.
Saudi, and I don't even know what this means for real, but I just saw that Saudi Arabia open up their market to, or will be opening up their markets for Americans to take part in being able to trade in their system. I can't break that down to you, but all I know is if I know how to read a candlestick, and if that does look like a lucrative opportunity, there goes another window of opportunity.
I'm trying to get. Yeah.
So this is
I'm
just about positioning yourself. No matter what you are have a discussion that makes some damn sense somewhere.
All right, we got another
A
caller.
money.
Hold on. Let's see what it says. Hello?
Hello. This is a prepaid debit call from
Yeah, this Shaba.
Shaba,
an
Mr.
incarcerated. This
Loverman.
call is from a
Shaba.
correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey, Shaba, man, welcome in to Financially Free with Professor B on this good Thursday.
Welcome, Shaba. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, lady. How are you? How is everything?
Everything is blessed and highly favored. It's a blessing to be on the call with y'all tonight.
All right, Shaba, before I merge you in with Phoenix, no, I just gotta ask you one question. Just answer yes or no. Did you get them pictures I sent you?
Online check for the gram and all that?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, bet. All right, we on. We got Snow on the line. We got Shaba on the line.
Is Katia still on the line?
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, her call disconnected.
Okay, cool.
So we can get
All right,
started with them two.
wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I hear that you guys been receiving some information and studying over the holidays. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Oh, and I gave y'all some homework. Did anybody participate?
Oh, I'm the homework.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't even remember the homework.
Y'all was supposed to watch as much CNBC as you possibly
You
can.
did say that. You did say that.
Y'all
Now,
ain't serious.
What was the homework?
Y'all ain't serious. Y'all not gonna play at my time in 2026. I let
y'all
y'all
heard
play at my
Professor
time
B?
in 2025. Y'all ain't playing with my time in 2026.
She said, listen, y'all playing games. Y'all ain't gonna waste her time in 2026.
That was last year.
Nah, no, we definitely not doing. I forgot the homework. However, though, let me just say this in my defense. I have been reading the book Day Trading for Dummies.
Okay.
And my partner that I work with in the kitchen, he is a stockbroker. So I've been
Nice.
sitting down with him and getting some information going into this. So I've been locked in. Matter of fact, we
Okay.
was just in class because we're actually out now, and every night from 7:30 to 8:30, we sit down and we get it popping.
Oh man, that delights my heart to hear that. Okay, tell me what's your greatest takeaway so far from your book, Stock Market for Dummies. What's your biggest? I haven't read that book, so what's your biggest takeaway so far?
My biggest takeaway so far is that this is something that you have to go over on a regular to really lock in. It's especially you haven't done it before. And the more you go over it, is the more it's starting to make sense to you because you do need a guide to read this type of book. A lot of times people just read books and don't have a guide, so you do need a guide with it. But it shows me the point that you made that you really have to find a designated spot to really just lock out everybody and everything and focusing on what you need to do as far as trading wise. The distraction will be a downfall.
Destruction. Listen, so that's why I said minus the fact that you don't have like access to the computer like I wish you did. As far as your environment, baby, if you could figure out how to lock in and learn this, that's
Right.
exactly what you want to do. So we don't know all the answers just yet, but the fact that we're even having the discussion, it gets clearer every time. And I mean, it's just really the perfect place, unfortunately, to really be able to focus on learning this. Though, like if we here, we might as well make the best of it. That's how I see it. And you got the time, and it's just gonna be a beautiful skill set that you add in your back pocket. I'm so excited for
Yep. Yep. I
you.
appreciate
Yep.
it. Shaba, what's the name of that book you say you had? Oh, Day Trading for Dummies.
Yeah,
Oh,
I recommended it on one of the calls. I just never personally read it before. I saw one of my other trading mentors mention it that he read it, so that's why I shared it with
right.
y'all.
Yeah. It's a lot of useful information. I just need to lock stuff in. So you got to read it over and over again, and then ask questions. And this is the way though. It couldn't have been a better time.
Yep. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. So just stay locked in
I
and
know,
just
I
continue.
can't.
Write down all your questions. Bring those questions to the calls. That is going to kind of help us have better calls. So anything, because I think I've gone over a lot, and then sometimes I forget who was on what call and this, that, and the third. So sometimes you bringing your questions to the call will be helpful. But also when we start our class, we'll have a curriculum for the 4 week program or the 5 week, whichever one it is, that we'll know exactly what we'll
Okay.
be touching on. But when we're doing these kind of calls on Thursdays, when it's just different random people coming in, I kind of forget who knows what. So always come to this call with questions so I can stay on point with you guys and what you need. All right, is that Shaba still on
Okay.
the line?
All right. Yep, I heard you.
What's your excuse for your homework?
Yep.
He just told you.
So,
Oh, that was Shaba or
Yeah.
Phoenix? Phoenix, what's
Professor,
your excuse?
you said, what's okay. Honestly, I didn't even get the chance to just my damn self. There's a lot going on over here. I
Understood.
gotta get focused up. There's a lot going on, and I was going through my case stuff with Dave and all that. So it's just a lot of
True,
paperwork I was
true.
going through at
And
the
his
time.
in his
It was like
defense, he
major.
have been doing his legal case stuff for the past
Okay, I
two,
believe
three
him
weeks.
for sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is a fact.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Yeah, and that takes precedence, so I understand 100%.
That's definitely a fact. Damn, I forgot all about that, Snow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, you gotta jump. You gotta jump on me,
Nah,
Yeah.
word. I guess you
What,
know
what's
word.
your excuse?
I forgot this. Oh no, I've been studying.
Oh, I
I've been
know you've been studying. You and the Kings, you and your sons. I
yeah,
know y'all
I've
locked
been
in.
studying and I got two studies, two partners studying with me. So it's phenomenal. Like
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Good.
I mean, it's something that you never stop studying, y'all. I've been trading every day for the last 2 years, and I still study every day. So even when you start making money, there's always something to learn. And what you're really so what happens is with trading, right? You eventually learn the skill set. It's like, okay, this is what you do. You click this button, you click that button, you do this, you do that, you read this, you read that. It then becomes a personal journey. You against the market because the market is going to expose who you are, and you're going to be the only one that can combat what you get exposed to. So outside of being a girl who likes making a lot of money, I think that sets me apart from a lot of my friends. Like I just have a high intense, I have a real ambition for this cash, like I really do. And so my point that I was making, because I kind of forgot it when I went to go sing my song, is that what was my point? Because it's always a good point that I was going to drive home. The ambition is a good thing and a bad thing. When you have been successful in almost everything you've ever tried in life, and then you come into trading and you think you're going to have that same natural effect, it humbles you really quickly. And it really makes you learn. Well, for me, this was my journey. It really makes you learn, are you really who you say you are? Or are you one of them other people who just be talking a lot? And then who you say you is, are you really able to be that disciplined person that it takes to be who you say you are? And then it's going to show you where you're weak and all the things. And then you're going to have to perfect those things because then you're going to, oh, that's the point, you're gonna start making money like your when you're gonna start seeing going up like $100, $200, $300. You won't be the person who don't know how to make money. You're gonna become the person who don't know how to keep the money because something's gonna show up in you that makes you overtrade. Um, just dumb stuff, but it's all about who you are that keeps you from really being a great trader. I can teach you the skill set, and then we're going to have to, and then it's going to all, and that's going to take time. That's going to take about a year anyway for you to just learn the skill set, and then you're going to start making money, and then it's going to be like, damn, this market is exposing my greed. Damn, this market is exposing my fear. Damn, this market is exposing that I don't really go hard enough. Damn, this market is showing that I go too hard. I need to learn how to dial it back. Like, and then you have to tweak your trading plan based on those variables. So I love it because I love myself. I love learning about self mastery. So now I can make money about learning about myself. It's a win-win.
Yeah, yeah. Cause the way I feel like for myself, this is Snow, Phoenix Snow speaking.
Okay.
I would like to make, you know, the smartest decision, making the fastest, making the money fast, and I would like to make it on a goal term as a certain distance. I would like to make this amount in this month. I would like to make this amount in that month. Is that something too, like, is it too off or is it too bad? And like, is it good? Is it bad? I'm trying to figure it out when it comes to
So
that.
it is good. Your question is it okay to go into the market with the mindset that you want to make this amount and that amount?
Nah, is that I would like to I would like to gain this amount in this month, and I would like to gain this amount in that month. Things in that
Yeah,
nature. You know what I
got
mean?
it. So here's what I will say. It is very easy to do that, okay? And it's reasonable to do that. What ends up happening is, let's say your goal is $10,000 a month, right? Let's just say your goal is $1,000. Let's say it's $10,000 a day to make it fun. Let's say your goal is $10,000 a day, and you've committed to, oh, I want to make $10,000 a day. What can happen for people like us is that we'll get 9, very close to that 10. The market is telling us to get out now. 10 ain't happening. But something in us, a little greed angel, is like, man, if it made it to 9, it'll make it to 10. Then what happens is your trades start going from 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, and you like, shit, what am I going to do? Now we go back to 7,000, 8,000. Now you back at 8,000. So now you feeling happy again. Then it go down to 4. And you like, shit, I said if it got back to 8, I was gonna get out. Now you in this tug of war about, should you take this the 4,000, or do I think it's gonna go back to 8,000? So I said all that to say, you got to create your trading rules that says, I did not make my 10,000 a day, but if XYZ happens, I'm getting out trade. Period. Because if you don't, you'll find yourself
I look at it.
negotiating back and forth until you make $0 from that $9,000 trade you had in the first place.
I like how you put that. Cause that reminds me of FanDuel when they're looking for a cash out. I'm just gonna cash out right there and there and just keep it moving to the next thing. So I put this
There you
amount
go.
and I got quadruple the amount thing. I gotta cash out, and we're gonna step on to the next thing. That's good. That's a good way to
That's
put it.
it. So have your goal, but be flexible enough and wise enough to walk away. And that's harder than it sounds. And you learn by losing. Like, it's when you lose money in the stock market in the first year or two, when you start learning how to trade, we refer to that as paying your tuition. Because what happens is the stock market presents you with this big opportunity of a lot of money that can be made, and it can be. And a lot of times it looks so easy, and then you get in there and it's like it's a little bit more challenging than it appears to be. So when you're struggling those first year or two, they're like, just call that your tuition. Like if you go to college, you got to pay your tuition to learn what them people going to teach you. Same with trading. But the good thing about trading is you got a guaranteed job. Unlike college, you get that degree and it ain't no guarantee if you can even find a job or paying you anything with the degree you just spent all this money and time on. But with trading, if you commit and you pay a little tuition, you set for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
Uh-huh. So when we call those losses lessons. We gotta pay for them. Ain't nothing in this world free.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I get you 1,000%. I see.
So we already want to go ahead mentally before we even start the course. We don't lose, we learn.
We learn. Yeah. Don't lose, we learn.
We don't lose, we learn.
Life though, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's right. That's life. That's definitely
Them
right.
double L's, the double L's in that billion is we don't lose, we learn.
So, you say
Huh?
what would you say through your experience? Thank you for using Global Telling.
Say that again. The operator toned you out.
What would you say from your experience? What was the worst decision you made?
Dealing with what? Trading?
Dealing with trading, yes.
My experience, the worst decision. Okay, so I got presented with trade. Okay, so answer it quickly, or to answer it and then elaborate, is going into trading, wanting it to be my source of income immediately without really having the time to learn how to trade because I did not need the money. Now that I
Oh yeah,
answered the
that sounds
question.
bad.
Well, but that's what most people do. Most people hear about the opportunity and it's like, oh my God, I want to make this money. And because the entrepreneurs on the internet is making it seem like you can make the money right away. So then you think you're gonna make the money right away. So you bank on that you can do it because it doesn't paint the picture that you can, and you really can. It's a learning curve for everybody. It's gonna happen. So what I keep telling people is while you have another job, while you have the time, while there is no pressure on you, it's the perfect time to learn how to trade. But human psychology is that most people ain't gonna do it till they're in pressure. Like, oh my God,
Hold
my
your
job
hold,
fired me.
hold your answer real quick. Let me get this. This is probably Shaba calling back. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this sound about to get back on.
Telling.
You can finish.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, cool. So a lot of people honestly get trading because they're looking for additional income. Their job isn't paying them enough. They graduated from the college, the degree ain't working. They done tried everything else, and nothing else is working. So usually people do come into the mindset of trading as a plan B. It's not a lot of people's plan A. It's really a lot of people's plan B. Some people don't like that title or found that secondary, but I'm just grateful that God always sends a plan B. It ain't over till it's over. So with that, but it's a plan B that really should be a plan A, but America just does a good job of not teaching us the right things that they should be teaching us. So that's why you got to discover it. But with that being said, when I first got introduced to trading, I did not need it to make money. And if I could have followed my intuition and understood why God was introducing it to me in the first place and not approached it from a money perspective, but a skill set perspective, that would be my one regret. Like just saying, oh, I do see the light. I'm not going to get the money right away, but this is something that I should start taking very seriously. So that way, when I did get into my money crunch, it's like, oh my God, I got to figure this out. That pressure would have been eliminated. I could have just depended on my skill set. That's another reason that I like that y'all ain't got no pressure. You can just depend on your skill set.
Oh, wow. So basically, don't look at it as a business. You have 1 minute left. Look at it as a lifestyle.
You definitely can. You most definitely can. Yep, that's a great way to put it.
Nah,
And a lifestyle that fits into a business that fits
This
into your lifestyle effortlessly is a beautiful business.
this how I'm looking at it, right? So look, this how I'm looking at trading, right? I'm looking at trading like this. Like I probably said this before. Like when I was younger, we used to be on the block. So we could, no matter what time of the day it is, I know when I step on this strip, I'm gonna make me $1,000 and better. I ain't leaving till I get me a band and better. You feel me? So now, and that's on the illegal tip, and a lot of shit come with that. But if you wake up with a master skill like trading, That's like waking up, going out on a legal block, and being able to make exactly what you want, how you want, and when you want it. If you discipline,
Mm-hmm.
you got to be disciplined. If you ain't
Mm-hmm.
disciplined, you're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna win, but you're gonna lose more than you win.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
So
Well, yeah.
discipline, my
My
best
skill
friend.
is yeah. My skill set is cooking. So I'm looking at it as
All right, hold on, Shaba. Hold on.
I'm cooking.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
get him back on. Hold on. Hello.
Hello. This is a free.
Yeah, man. Traded. Traded. I was reading up on something. They was saying silver about to be back in play on some shit.
Still, we're about to be back in play.
Yeah, silver. I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna keep an eye. Damn,
You
somebody
know
else.
what? Well, here's a nugget for you. It ain't really about how true it is. It's about how the news spin it. You trading the news, not the silver. Actually,
Hello.
if the news says it's gonna be
Okay.
something, it's gonna spike it, and then look for
Somebody.
it to
Man, what the
unspike it.
hell?
That's your inside. That's your inside connect.
Word.
So silver may not be shit, but the news might make it be something for a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Now you trade news.
Word. I definitely read a call. That caught my eye. I said, "Oh shit, what?"
So that's a
Yeah.
play that you want
So,
to keep your eyes on so you can maximize the play because it might not be a real thing. But the fact that it made news, it's going to be a news play.
so how you look at the thing when they talk about getting rid of the pennies? How do you view that?
Um, from a stock market perspective, I'm not sure how to view that. If that matters or not much, but I do know when you're trading commodities like gold and silver, that news heavily affects how the price of the gold and the silver goes up. So if news is talking about gold going up, guess what consumers do who know how to trade a little bit? Go buy gold. That's the worst time to buy gold when it's high. Even now, like I'm talking about silver, that means silver is already high. But it's gonna go higher because everybody's talking about it. So you're trying to capture the momentum of people talking about it. But time people stop talking about it, it's gonna plummet
Mm.
Mm.
and go back to its real
So that's the
price.
best time so that's the best time to get into certain trades when it just start to hit the news or the balance of
It
the candles.
I was if you're trading news, you're already behind, right? Because it made it to the news. But if you're first to act when you
Yeah.
get the news, then you're in a medium position if that makes any sense. But if you hear the news and then wait a couple of
Right.
weeks, you might as well forget about it.
Right. Yeah. As soon as you hear, you gotta get straight to it.
As soon as you hear, you might as well take the risk. Hey, it's in the news cycle. I got a feeling there's going to be more energy around this. Let me catch the momentum. Trading is about momentum. Momentum makes price go up and down quickly. Price going to go up and down regardless, but the momentum determines how quickly it goes up and down.
All right, give me one
So
second.
when
Got a
you get
call
the
coming in.
momentum,
Got a
you said
call.
somebody called?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello? I don't even think it caught. Hello? Man, nope. She didn't catch. Hello, you there still?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Whoever that was, that shit ain't catch. The operator ain't catch.
So let's say gold is at $5 and we think based on our calculations of past history and projections that it's going to go from $5 to $100, right? We know for sure based on our projections that eventually it's going to get from $5 to $100. It's going to be a natural steady occurrence. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down until it hits $100. It could take, let's just say our analysis says it's going to take 5 years for gold to go from $5 to $100. All right. It's year two. And in silver, let's use silver. It's year two. Silver has now hit the news for whatever reason. We didn't project that. We couldn't see that coming. But in year two, silver hits the news, right? What that means is what we thought was going to take 5 years is about to take a year. The momentum is there. So now we knew it was going to hit 100, but it hit 100 faster because momentum made it hit 100 faster. The news made it hit 100 faster. So if something catch a trend, the trend moves quickly, but the trend always reverses when the trend dies off. Same with stocks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that you want to think about the trend in trading, we actually call it a trend. The trend is either it's going up, the trend is going down, and how fast is it going to go up, and how fast is it going down. Some companies are more like classics. They just always go up. They're very stable. Some stuff is trendy. A silver play is a trendy play. Expect for it to go up quick. Expect for it to go down quick. It's a trend. It ain't a lifestyle.
So is there anything else that popped up like recently that caught your eye?
So I don't trade news. I could care less what's happening in the world. That's my personal personality, though. Some people really do like watching the news and knowing what's going on, and Donald Trump this, and I'm gonna do that, and war over here. I like a lot of peace, so I don't really get involved with. I don't watch the news at all. Candlesticks tell me everything I need to know, and I don't look for news plays. I'm classic. I'm not a trend. I'm looking for classic moves I can make no matter what's going on in the world.
Yeah. All right, all right.
So now I can see out the hype, but some people like hype, and that's okay. Then trade hype, be a hype trader. But you can really you can craft this in a way that works really for your personality. And I just don't want to be involved. So let me just stick to the candles.
All right. So basically, if you to go with the trend, you taking a risk more than what you normally do.
Say it again.
If you go,
You said you risking more than what you normally do?
Yes.
Technically, yes. If your analysis supports that you think your trend is going, you want it. I'm gonna put it this way: if I heard it on the news and I didn't do no other research, I'm not gonna go into aggressively. I'm gonna go in with enough to say I participated in the trend. You wanna back up the trend if you plan to invest heavily. You want to do some research. Whatever that research is, I can't exactly tell you because that's not what kind of trader I am. I'm a scalper. A scalper means it don't really have to be a lot of movement.
Uh-huh.
Man, I don't know what happened. Her shit froze.
Oh, she froze.
Yeah, on the live. I don't know where she went at. Dang. I don't know. She might come back.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
shit, we still alive though, man.
Yeah, man. All right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, trading, man, it's it's all
Yeah.
about the.
I'm trying to. I see what she's saying that when it comes to the training thing though, anything that's trending and all that. Like, she want to go in as aggressively. So you probably just go in.
Yeah, because if it hit the news, if it hit the news, that mean everybody know. That mean everybody know about it.
Right, but also to the news kind of put you in a little paranoid state because he took over Venezuela shit, so now you you might be a little panicking. Well, she's like, man, regardless of what's going on in the news, I'm reading these candlesticks and I'm reading what this telling me. It ain't what the news, what the sensational shit telling me.
Exactly.
So, Yeah. So that's well because like whatever she got going on with that, she out something like
Oh, you back? Oh, all right, we got it back.
uh,
Not she said her phone died, so you came with your phone on 5%. That's what you telling me? Damn. Shit, what my percentage on? My shit looking a little. I'm talking shit. My shit looking a little low.
Hey, Professor D, could you finish that point though? You're saying that you're a scalpel. Could you explain that part? Yeah.
Is basically somebody that's really looking to be trade for all of 30 seconds, if that, maybe a couple of minutes. So what we trade every single day presents opportunity that we don't need big opportunities. You can always find an opportunity. But some people are more adventurous. Some people need to fulfill other desires that is in their DNA or their psychology or how they approach life or whatever. And they might want to do big things like that. That's cool too. And there's a lot of money to be made there. Like that can be $1 million day if you knew how to trade news correctly. So I understand that too. But to me, that feels more like a luck thing because I don't study the market well enough to make an informed decision. So I'll be moving on luck and not information. So let me just get mine in intervals every day. I'm cool with that. That's just a personality decision. That's why you can trade so many different ways. You can be a scalper, you can be a day trader, you can be a swing trader, you can be an investor. You don't have to trade it all. You can just buy and hold. It depends on who you are and how you should decide how to trade. But what we're doing is teaching you how to day trade, which includes making money daily, basically, how that looks. But I do want us to include news trading because of the environment that you guys are in. I think it'll just be a good homework exercise for us when you watch the news, whatever you hear about, that you can bring it to the table and we can research it together. But if you don't bring it to the table, we're not gonna research it. But if you bring it to the table, I know how to research. I know what to look up. So if y'all bring things to the
Right.
table and we'll have questions from your homework, we can get into it.
Okay.
Yep.
So going into the course and being as I have the book, right? What should I really like start to focus heavily on coming into the course with you? Like, start now.
Starting, okay, so day trading, what is it talking about so far? Like, is it teaching you specifically options? Do you know if it's talking about options trading specifically in this book, Day Trading for Dummies? What is it teaching you how to trade?
It deals with options, because I've been taking notes. It deals with futures, um, and just fundamental analysis.
Okay,
Some of them, so it's just
got it. Okay, so I would say we're going to focus. I learned options before I learned futures. I think futures is easier to learn. So we're going to lead with futures because there's less things you got to understand. And what we're going to learn, what we're going to focus on the most over our 4 weeks is reading candles because that's what you really need to learn how to do more than anything, and how to identify patterns. Does it talk about that in the book?
yeah, it has, but I really didn't go too far. That's more towards the back of it. I
Okay,
could take
okay,
you through the
okay.
chapters
And
and get to it.
next, if you have the book handy, or next time bring the book to the call so we can just go through the
Okay.
table of contents and I'll let you know which ones will be best for class.
Okay, okay, okay. How to identify patterns?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because when you're reading candles, that's basically what you're looking for.
You're looking for what?
Patterns of the
Oh,
candles.
okay. Oh, the pattern of the candles. Okay. Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it goes into like looking into what was the trends like the day before, an hour before, stuff like that, to kind of get an idea of what the reading might possibly be.
Yeah, that's a part. So when we're learning how to read candles and trade candles, we definitely have to go over time frames. So when trading, those same candles show up on what we call different time frames. So you'll see how the candles looked every day, like how this candle looked compared to yesterday's price action compared to the day before's price action. We can look at how everything moved day by day. We can also look at how everything moved week by week. How this week moved compared to the week before, compared to the week before. We can go back a year. We can go back 2 years. We can go back 5 years and just look at it, but it goes all the way down to 1 minute that we can see how price action moves by the minute. So what we do is look at the higher, we call them higher time frames to see where the big movement is, and then you find your precision entry on the smaller time frame. That don't make no sense, but it will. And that's what we're looking for in when we're reading the candles, learning what charts to look at when will be a part of that.
Yeah. So we have to identify all of that. So basically, it's multiple categories dealing with trading. And there's a specific
Yes.
number of categories.
Is there a specific number of categories? I think there's eight or about 10 different. Let me see. Hold on. I got my computer right here.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is, like I tell people all the time, is you got to start somewhere. You can't trade everything anyway. Learn how to trade one thing, no matter what that is. You ain't never got to look at Professor B again in your life, and you can continue to learn the stocks market, the candles, whatever you want to call them, and it's just going to transfer from whatever you decide to trade. So if we trade options today, it's the same fundamentals for futures. It's the same fundamentals for commodities. It's the same fundamentals for whatever else they got. It really doesn't matter as much where we are right now in the beginning. We are so fresh that whatever we trade is what we trade. When you learn how to trade, then you can go decide what you want to trade. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you're going to know how to trade whatever that is because you're learning how to trade, period. And we're going to focus on futures because to me, it's the easiest.
Okay, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try to lock in with do more futures reading in the book. Anything future I'm there.
Yep. If
I
there's
thought it
anything
was
in
more
there
out.
about futures, I would get abreast in that. But
Okay.
theoretically, the ideas are the same.
Okay. Futures options are pretty much the same. Yeah, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
order that book. I gotta highlight my pupils tonight and order that book just to get a little perspective on it. Yeah, get a little better understanding. Yeah,
I saw a
yeah,
piece of
definitely.
information that listed. Okay, there's 11 different stock market sectors, guys. Is this what I'm looking for? That's not what I'm looking for.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Whoever that was, we going till 9 o'clock, so we got 9 minutes
All right.
left.
Yep, yep. That's me. All right. What up?
So if you gonna call back, call back.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm. Yeah.
I hang up and call back. Don't even wait for that motherfucker. Click off.
Thank you for using Global Cell Link.
What's this?
Yeah.
Listen.
So Mr. B, is there any book that you recommend that I should be able to order and use and utilize?
Um, I mean, yes and no. I can give you guys books that I think would be beneficial for you to read just on your own time because they're so in depth. Like they're good books, but they're very in depth. It's going to be like even probably deeper than we go. So it's good for continuing education. But as far as what you need, oh, that's nice. As far as what you need, that's really nice. To get started, it might be too much information. So I'm going to give you some books, but you don't want to kind of depend on them as helping you get started right away. But
All right,
it's
hold
good
on. Let me get
fundamentals.
him back on.
Hmm.
Hello. This is a prepaid. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to recording. Thank you for using Global Telling.
And just to piggyback off what she said and what you asked her, I built the like a uh shit, basically like a playbook uh for the course coming up. Matter of fact, I gotta send it to Professor B, let her overlook it first and then see if it's good enough to make the cut. Cause I think it's good enough. Uh,
I'm pretty sure it's good enough.
but
I know
it's
who
a lot of
created the book.
information. A lot. A whole lot. Breaking it down to
Well, we might reduce it because what I have learned is keep it
yeah.
simple as much as you can.
What I mean, like it ain't like a lot of like a lot. What I mean, like it's broken down in short form, but explosive.
Hmm.
What I
Okay,
mean
that's
that yeah,
good.
that's what I mean by a lot. Like it's
Okay,
short form, but it's explosive a lot.
okay, that sounds great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, because
excited.
I wanted, want to try to make it as easy as possible for them to catch on and learn as fast as possible.
That's the whole point. That is our whole point. So, guys, this is what it says. I'm going to read to y'all what it says. It says there are 11 major sectors used to classify publicly traded companies, broken down further into dozens of industries and sub industries covering everything from technology and healthcare to energy and consumer goods, all available for trading via stocks, futures, ETFs, and other investments reflecting the breadth of the global economy, if that makes any sense. And the 11 sectors are communication services, consumer discretionary, I don't think I said that right, discretionary, consumer staples, energy, financials, healthcare, industrials, information technology, materials, real estate, utilities. I'm a different kind of professor. I'm a Henry Ford type of professor. I don't need to know all of that. I just need to know what I need to know. That's a lot of information that I do not need to know to help me make money. That's good for me if I want to win Jeopardy. I'm not here to win Jeopardy. I'm here to be profitable.
That's real shit. Yeah, that's real shit.
So if you want to do Jeopardy, I'm gonna send y'all the books. If you want to do profitable, we done made it explosive.
There we go, explosive,
All right.
explosive. Cause you see what they say right here.
Time is money.
Time is money, boy. Listen. So look, right? Time is money. So you master the skill of trading, you gonna be making a lot of money in a short time span. which give you ample amount of time to do some other shit. That's why trading always going to be playing secondary, because you can't do it for that longer out the day. So you take advantage of the secondary income, which would be like a major income, main, but it's secondary to, in life, because you don't spend that much time on it. So mastering the skill where you could make a whole lot of money in a short time sounds very, very good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So my question,
It's really the
my
money
question
and the
from all,
time freedom that comes with it, which is priceless.
yeah.
Now, what's your question, Snow?
Now my question is it will you do better the longer you be on the trading hours, or will it be like not really that much difference?
Yeah,
Like
you
say
wanna
you do
the,
between 9, like you do like 9:30 to 11. Would it be? Is it a big difference if I do it between 9:30 and 1 o'clock? I have those hours gaps space right there.
the
Like
only so it's kind of like how we talked about the news example. The move is the silver, like the $5 silver example that we said, right? Our analysis said that it's got to go to 100. It's going to 100. So what happens is the reason why people like to trade from like 9:30 to 11, the momentum is there. So the US market opens at 9:30. That if there's an Asian market, there's a Tokyo market, there's other markets happening in other time frames. So whenever their 9 a.m. is, that's when their market opens. But when ours open, the US stock exchange open, that's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the world sees that as the biggest time. So the most momentum and the most volume is happening when ours open in those first 2 hours. So that same move that can take you all day, like I had a move today because I'm working on my discipline. I only take the moves I know are going to happen instead of I only take A plus, what I call them, my A plus moves, not moves that possibly could win, but my A plus setups. That move didn't happen all day. My win had to be the fact that I didn't take any other trades, that I waited for my setup, and because my setup didn't happen, I didn't take it. That's my win for the day. Because if you take trades that are not A plus setups, it's a 50-50 chance that it turns out good, that it turns out bad. So I'm learning just to wait for my good trades and call it a day. That's discipline that I'm not born with, that I have to establish within myself. But there was another point I was trying to make. My mama just texted me and my mind went away. What was the original question? Oh, so the reason why you want to trade between 9 and 11 is because you catch the momentum. So instead of having to wait until 1 o'clock or trade until 1 o'clock, more than likely your trade has already happened if you were sitting down at the stock market at 9:30 because you caught the momentum of the market opening in the first place. People usually have to trade longer than that if they miss their move or they're a day trader or they're a swing trader. But for people like us as scalpers, we get that the move, and the move will happen again. That same move that we 30 and 11 will happen later. It's just going to take longer. It might take 4 hours for that same move to happen versus it took 20 minutes from 9:30 to 11.
All right, and it's 9 o'clock and my phone dying.
Great questions, guys. Great New Year start. Looking forward to the course beginning soon and very soon. It's been a wonderful time with y'all as always.
yes, thank you, Professor. I appreciate you. Thank you. We definitely do. Yeah.
You're more than
Likewise. I like being
welcome.
saying this. I like being saying this is a
Peace,
step change.
Yes, we appreciate
love,
you. Most definitely
happiness.
appreciate you. Financially free with Professor B. We going up 2026, baby. It's the year.
Peace for sure. It's our year.
Peace and blessings. We out.
You know,
Peace.